Hey everyone, how are you? It is me, Dottie. It is Saturday, August 26th. How are you? Doing well, I hope. It is time for another weigh-in. Oh, yay. Just what I look forward to. Not really. So I weighed in at 340 pounds even, which is exactly what I weighed in at last week. So I did not gain, I did not lose. And I hear a puppy whining. The puppies are outside right now. I just got home, so I had to let them out. And it sounds like Xena is being her natural self and whining. She is such a crybaby, I tell you. So this video, aside from my weigh-in, is going to talk a little bit about my weaknesses and the fact that lately I have been not so strong. Also, I wanted to say that I'm doing much better this Saturday than I was last Saturday. I was very emotional last Saturday, crying in my video, which I hadn't done in a long time. I did have therapy on Thursday, and it was a good session. We talked about, we talked about the fact that I got on my bicycle for the first time this season, and we talked about the fact that I fell and hurt my knee and my wrist and my back was sore for what seemed like weeks. My back is finally not sore, so I plan on getting back on my bike again. I'm hoping, though, to go with somebody again. I don't really want to go by myself. But also, not only getting back out on my bike, but getting the dogs, or the puppies, I should say, on their leashes and getting them out for walks and getting them leash trained and used to that, and of course getting myself out for walks. So that's my plan for activity. I should actually do that today, although my husband has the truck and that's where the dog leashes are. So I would have to load the pups up in the car and go get the leashes from where he's working, which is not a big deal because it's not that far away, and he's actually pretty close to the trail as well, which is where I would take the pups. I would take them to a trail. We live out in the country, but we live on a busy road, so I would definitely not take them out walking on the side of the road, just like I would not ride my bike on the side of the road. Lately I just don't trust people, I guess. I trust myself to stay on the side of the road, but I guess I just don't trust other drivers. So let's talk about weaknesses, and I actually have a couple of my weaknesses here to talk about. Oh my gosh, can you hear her? Xena, hush. I have the window open, so you can hear her quite well. She is crazy crybaby. She is a crybaby big time. We we used to kennel them inside the house here at night, but she cries so loud that everybody was kept awake, so we ended up having to put them out in the garage. I don't know if I mentioned that before. So they sleep in the garage at night, and that has worked out better. Okay, so my weaknesses. Number one, I don't have with me. Although, yeah, hold on a minute. 1 minute. Look at the wall. Okay, I'm back. This is one of them. Chocolate. Chocolate is the one of the sweets that is a serious weakness for me. And we have chocolate in the house right now. I can't say as I go and scarf this every day. I don't. But it is a weakness. My other weakness, ices. Generally, I get Coke, and I do have a Coke Icy right now, although I topped it off with blue raspberry. Those are similar to 7-Eleven Slurpees. They're just iced soda. They're sugar and calories, no fat. But they're definitely not the most healthy drink that I can choose. But they are definitely one of my weaknesses. I do have a few of these a week right now. It depends. I don't go overboard, but I do indulge. Hey, 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 Xena, hush it. Sorry about that. For sweets, those are the two sweets that I indulge in. Chocolate and frozen ices. And then the bigger weakness is salty snacks. And one of those is honey barbecue Frito flavored twists. And these are obviously not very good for you. 23 pieces, has 160 calories, 9 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbohydrates, and only 2 grams of protein. So it's obviously not a healthy choice. And as far as weaknesses go, or snacks go, I prefer salty snacks over sweets. I would choose these honey barbecues or chips and dip or chips and salsa or something like that over ice cream any day. As far as which one I would choose, chocolate or the honey barbecue snacks, I would probably, it depends how I'm feeling. If I feel like I need some chocolate, I would probably go for the chocolate. Sometimes my mood, I just feel like I need chocolate and I'll go for the chocolate. We don't always have chocolate in the house, but right now we happen to have chocolate in the house. And we don't always have the honey or the salty snacks either. I just happened to buy those today. I wanted to talk about my weaknesses, so I bought my weaknesses today. That's crazy. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Anyway, actually I didn't buy the chocolate. My husband bought the chocolate a few days ago. So that's why we have the chocolate in the house. He said it was on sale because it was short dated. Is that crazy or what? Anyway, he has weaknesses too apparently. But today he lost 2 pounds, 2.2 pounds. So yeah, he did well this week. I did okay in that I did not gain, so that's good. Anyway, this video is already over 8 minutes. That is crazy. So those are my weaknesses. Salty snacks and frozen ices and chocolate. Those are my biggest weaknesses. And depression tends to make me turn to those a little more than not. I didn't talk as much, but my therapy session did go well. We touched on how the situation with my neighbor and just me making friends in general doesn't go so well as far as in real life. I seem to do well with virtual friendships through YouTube or through Facebook. And that kind of thing I do well with. But in real life, I'm afraid to get close to people because I have been crapped on more than I care to admit, and it hurts. My neighbor really hurt me, and friends of hers that I had made friends with through her crapped on me as well. So I lost those friendships too, and it hurt. It hurt a lot. I cried a lot. I mean, they said some hurtful things that about me that were so untrue, and so, you know, things about me that I had never heard people say about me, and were so far from the truth that I just couldn't believe it, and I just cried, and I was just so hurt. And it took me a long time to get through that, and still now to this day, I don't really have any good friendships in real life. I have some coworkers that I talk to, but not really good deep friendships in real life. So that's kind of sad, really, if you think about it, because I should make some real good friendships in real life, because if anything happens to my family, I need to have something to fall back on. So it's sad. I need to work on that. Anyway, this video is over 11 minutes. I should let you go. Thanks for your support and watching me and commenting and just being there. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you all next week. Peace and love. Smile.